Okay, I am doing a pick 11 with Aunt Beck, and she's calling it a pick 11 because the number of prompts that she got from everybody. And she wants to do prompts that are basic, like if you were just starting out. So the first prompt is watercolor. You know, when you first start out, what do you have? You have those elementary set of watercolors. Well, I'm going to pull my ink tints because they are handy. And I was thinking it would be nice to use, oh, are they handy? What did I do with my ink tints? Oh my goodness sakes. I need to clean up in this room. Where are my ink tints? Here, I said they're handy, but you know, I've been cleaning and sorting and sorting and cleaning, and I don't know what happened to them. So, in lieu of that, I really do want to use something that I can send through the mail. But I do have this set of watercolor. Since the prompt is watercolor, it will probably get painted over anyway. And I'm going to use these. These were given to me by my grandniece at Christmas because she knows that Aunt Mary likes art. So I'm sure that they got these at the Dollar Tree because it says Jot on them. But that's okay. That's probably what a beginner would use. Something that's not expensive. It looks like some nice colors. And look, it's a palette. It's a palette. So I will use these. I'm going to take the label off. Maybe I'll put this in my journal as a remembrance. I'm not going to use the brush because I need a big brush. I need a big brush because I have big paper. So let's pick, I'm take this pink and orange. Pink and orange. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. How would I do with my ink tints? So I'm just going to sweep these three colors on there. Yep. She's talking about refilling the pans. You know, look, I'm just loading the watercolor on here because I am using a sheet that's 18 by 24. And I am going to be working fast tonight. I'm not putting it in fast forward if I can help it. The first prompt is watercolor. And boy, look at me go. Here, I'm just going to... Becca's going to write down the prompts, and she's hunting out paper, so I got time. She's working on a smaller piece. But I'm pretty sure that this will... get all covered up. If I send these through the mail, I want them to be color fast if I send this through the mail. So we will use watercolor. And if it isn't color fast, I will spray them or put a satin varnish on them or something. But by the time we do 11 prompts, all of this will get colored. You know, this color is not too bad. This is $1. All right, there we go. And I'm just gonna swish some more water on there. I did get clean water this afternoon, so. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, I'm just going to set these aside like I did my ink tints that I don't know where they are, but that's the way things go. I didn't say ready. I didn't say ready. I'll wait till somebody else says ready. I usually get my readies in my clipboard and then I just paste them. Here, let's do that. Ready, 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 ready. And I'm just going to let it stay wet. I am watching Aunt Beck while I'm doing this. This is very wet, and I have my fibs underneath of it. A stamp and an ink pen. Stamp and ink pad. I can do that. Stamp and ink pad. All right. She's going to dry. While she's drying, I'm going to get my stamp and my ink pad. Always got to jump up. That's what I don't like about having things so far away. I got to jump up and get them. What stamp do I want to use? I think I want to use text. I think I'll use this text stamp because it goes so fast. It's fairly large. And yes, I think I will use black. I just re-inked my black last week, I think, because I was stamping postcards, which I'm still working on. And by the way, that's what we're making tonight is postcards. Now I'm reaching for my earbuds so I can hear Becky. Stamp and ink pad, and I think she's drying before she... Becca's saying that Lisa and Jerry are traveling, and she's hoping things are going well. Now, I'm stamping way up here in the corner, and you probably can't see it yet. You know, maybe let me zoom out. Shall I zoom out one? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think I can regulate my camera if I do that. So I'm just going to, you'll see it when it comes in frame. Something's a... There's a hint for you. You need to watch Aunt Beck. I'll put a link to her channel in the description box below. Now, obviously, I have a lot more to stamp, but I'll just keep working at it. I really am liking this text stamp. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby when they had their 40% off. I do have the text stamp that Annie V gave me that was text with a butterfly on top. And I better hurry here, or they'll be ready for the next prompt. And Mary will still be half done. I have learned to work fast, though, when I work with Aunt Beck on these. I've learned to scoot along. And that's really helped me when I do the JB5s. I have to tell you, I kept up with JB5s when we did that this year. And I'm going, wow, I kept up with it. That was a first for me. And that's all because of Aunt Beck. It's all because of Aunt Beck. I blame Aunt Beck for everything. You know, Mary, I didn't do it. But in a way she did here because she's working on a smaller sheet and I'm working on an 18 by 24. So I have to scoot. But I am keeping, nobody said ready. Oh yeah, some of them. Somebody said ready. I'm not quite ready yet. Aunt Becca likes her bumblebee stamp. I like my text stamp here. I have no idea what it's saying, but Nettie's ready. Holly's ready. Mary's still stamping. Go without me. She can't hear me. I'll type in ready. I'll let them go. I'm not quite ready, but I'm almost ready. I should have one that says almost ready, ready, ready. Acrylic paint. Now see, acrylic paint is the next prompt is acrylic paint. And I think that I'm going to use my yellow. And I think I'm just going to do a yellow wash, and that will probably, well, I don't want to paint over everything, no. I am done with that. All right, the next prompt is acrylic paint. Let me put my stuff over here. Acrylic paint. I'm writing these down for my own record, because then I can remember what I did on them. Acrylic paint. Well, when I use acrylic paint, I have to get out some wax paper. I think I'm going to do a wash, because I don't want to wipe out my text that I just stamped. So I want a really, really, really light wash. And I might scrape it. Let's just scrape. Let's put it this way. And we're going to scrape. And by scrape, I mean I'm going to grab a credit card and I'm just going to bring it down that way. And you can scrape it pretty thin when you do this. You can scrape it thin and my text will still show through. I really do like doing this. And I probably did not get enough acrylic on it. But yeah, you can see my text through this. Let's do some more. We're going to do all yellow. This is going to be a happy postcard. And you know what? I think what I'm going to do is turn my paper around. Turn my paper around because I like to scrape from top to bottom. It's hard for me to scrape this stuff from bottom to top. Let's just scrape from top to bottom here and get as much as I can on. And I am seeing the text below. And when you scrape your paint, you're getting a very thin coat, almost like a wash, but not quite. And it dries fast. And so when you're working on a large piece like this, when everybody else is working on a small piece. Let's go from here. So this covers up all my watercolor, but I do need it covered up. You saw me put it on there. You're my witness. You're my witness that I put watercolor on there. Let's see. Let's go in here. Yeah. Got to get some of this in here. Some of this in here. Maybe some out in the edge there. I want to get it all on there. I don't want any of the base to show. I want it all covered. So I got some here to do on the edges. Some in here. Some up in here. You can use as little or as much as you want, she says. It's up to you. And I need just a little bit more down in here. Hers is pink. Mine's going to be very sunshiny yellow. Oh, got the corner to do here. Just a little bit in the corner and just a little bit here. And I guess the other prompts will probably cover up what I missed, but here we go. Some in there, some in there. All right, I think I'm happy with it. You can still see my text. You may not be able to, but I can see the text underneath of this. Pretty good. Ew. I got it on the card, but I can't get it on the paper. How is that always possible? I want to get it out of here. Okay. I think I'm doing fine, Beck. Oh, yeah. Yes, I have. She's talking about bad back positions when you sleep. Yes. I'm ready. Ready? Send. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'm ready. Circle punch. Well, I guess I can. But you know, I don't want a collage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to circle punch a piece and stencil through it. Let me get my circle punch. I don't want a collage on this because, well, I don't want a collage on it. I have to reach over for my big circle punch, what I'm going to use. I'm reaching for it. And this big circle punch likes the really thick papers, like this watercolor paper. So I'm going to get a piece of cardstock, maybe. White cardstock. Maybe it'll punch this good, I hope. And I'm going to punch some holes in here. I probably have a piece of scrap with this already done. But let's just punch some holes. And see it's an edge right here that it doesn't like. And let's punch a hole there and just tear off the little edge. I usually cut these out, but I'm in too much of a hurry tonight to do that. That one came out good. Oh, let's see. I think I'll just leave it like that and tear it here. Because I guarantee you by the time I get done with this paper will be wet and unusable. So we got one more thing to put away there. And let's grab my wax paper that I got out. And I need some more acrylic paint. What shall I use? I don't want to use blue. I don't want to use metallic. How about a lighter yellow? How about a lighter yellow? Let's see how that works. And it's usually, and I have some sponges here that I've been sponging something with. I've been using other things. Let's see. Let's just very lightly add some other yellow in here. And you know, we don't have to do it. Ooh, I like. We don't have to do it all yeah, I'm liking. I am liking. And I can overlap them if I want a little here. Yep. This is working for Mary. It's just kind of like another light wash. And you know, when you get these cut into postcards, you hardly recognize what you did. And it really comes out. It comes out nice. The different shapes take on different meanings. And I'll kind of go off of the edge of the paper here. Can you see what I'm doing? It's way over on the edge here. Let's get my wax paper. Let's move my... Let's just start here in the center where you can see what I'm doing. This is working for me. I'm just lightly putting in a circle where I punched out. So this is my circle punch stencil. And I need to put my earbuds back in. Otherwise, I won't hear them. Oh, there's Janet. Janet came back in. She's given us the prompts. Yay, Janet. Oh, am I loving this? Am I loving it or what? Let's go to the second one. So my first one's getting kind of bent. We don't care, Aunt Beck. You take all the seconds you want. I am putting punches on my paper. Oh, am I loving this? See, when you do things like this and you have to do something, sometimes you come up with the most, you go, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And look what I'm doing. You come up with things almost because you have to. Like, I don't want a collage on this. She says hers is too wet. I gotta move this paint out of the way. I am loving it. I am loving it. It's just very faint, but see, I want the text to show through it. I want the text to show through. Yeah. I almost need to stand up when I work on this large of a paper, but I'm sitting in my my second squeaky chair. Yeah. Yay, Aunt Beck, I'm loving it. Put some more paint on my... this paper barely fits on my desk to where I can work with it. Yeah, see, I didn't want to collage. Becky said she's not having much luck sticking stuff down. I didn't want a collage tonight. If I get another collage one, I hope it's a marker one or something like that. Doodle or... Yeah, I got doodle on this whole big piece, though. There'll probably be diagonals if they're doodles. Doodle with a marker. I'll bet that's one of them coming up. What do you bet? I'm just guessing, trying to guess what the next prompts are. I didn't hear when she called for them. I had to go get some water. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just going to kind of go over some of these that are maybe a little bit too light and add some color to them. And I'm not even going to save that piece of paper because it's not usable now for a stencil. Somebody said ready. Good. I'm glad it's taking Aunt Beck a minute because I'm filling in my colors here. I'm pretty happy with it. I really am very happy with it. Get some of these kind of bringing out the circles. That was for my circle punch stencil. That was legitimate. That was a creative way to use the prompt, Mary. I'm telling myself. Yeah. There we go. Now I'm ready. All right, I'll type in ready. I think it'll probably... There. Let's get a couple of these. I'm saying hi to some people out there. So I'm going to dry until she gives the next prompt, which may be in a minute, but Becky's group moves right along with these prompts. Either that or I work on such a big piece that I am not left waiting. Of course, that's probably because I'm working on large paper when I work with Aunt Beth. I think only a couple times I've worked in my journal. When I work on with Beth Schuler, I'm always working in my journal. So that makes the difference on when I'm ready and when I'm not. I'm just kind of smoothing out some of these thick splotches of color. I'm liking it. I am loving it. A yellow and a lighter yellow. And the text shows behind. I don't know if you guys can see the text. There you can when I put it up close to the camera. That's all across here. Take your time, Becky. I'm working on a large piece. That water tastes so good. All right. Let's put my paint away. That's good. I'm good. I'm good. I was doing circles tonight, I think. All right. That was 4. 4 out of 11. Circle punch. And you saw me punch these circles out. I just didn't use them. I made a stencil. I'm going to wash my hands off. I'm not collaging. I'm not going to collage because I found that the more you collage, when you send through the post office, the harder it is to, the more you're not sure that it's going to, you know, if it's doodle, I'm going to do daisies. If we have a doodle prompt, it's going to be daisies. Yeah, I'm already visualizing my postcards. But it's coming to June. Well, I guess you can have daisies in June. You don't have to have them only in the... Let's see if I can move my camera over a little while I'm waiting. I want to move it this way. She's going to draw. She's getting ready to draw. Let's see. That's pretty good. I can't bring it down this way anymore without it going out of frame. Prompt 5. I'm ready. Oh, I was going to write down it's 88 degrees. Crayola markers. I don't have the markers, but I do have the... I'm going to use crayon. I don't... Oh, or different marker. Crayola or different marker. All right, well, she's going to use a different marker. So am I. Because I don't want to put wax on this either, I don't think. I'm kind of averse to that. I'd rather do a marker. But a Crayola marker may not be, it's different than a Crayola itself. Let me reach for my markers. Let me reach for them. I was using them this morning, and now my earbud is all tied up in my chair. These earbuds, I tell you, they clean anything. All right, I'm reaching for my markers. They are here. She laughs and laughs and laughs. I was using them this morning. Yes, I was. I was drawing on my shirt this morning. I told you if I was going to use, look, this is still wet. Let's just kind of smear it out, or my marker it'll ruin. Wet paint will ruin your markers. So let's go around here and, well, I'm going to use these. And I think I'm going to use, do I want pink or red? I think I'm going to use red. And I'm going to do daisies. I'm going to do daisies like this. So I better get started. I better get started if I'm going to do all of these daisies. Becca's just randomly adding color. Let's see. This might take me a minute. And I'll probably go in with this with paint or whatever the next prompts are. We'll see how this goes. I better go fast. Oh my, she's talking about how hot it is. Oh my. 110. Oh. I don't know if I could tolerate. Oh dear. She's talking about when her son was born. The weather. Oh, I'm liking this. Now see, the ones that go off the edge, we got to make them go off of the edge. Like the flowers going off of the edge. And I better hurry if I'm going to get these done. Because I'm sure, as Aunt Beck says, somebody's probably ready already. It's not me, Aunt Beck. Yeah, I don't have Crayola markers. I've got these Pen Plus gear. We're going to call them Crayola tonight. Doesn't this look like Crayola to you? Looks like a Crayola marker to me. Let's see. We want this one to go in here. Oh, Aunt Beck, you're so funny. I was laughing at Aunt Beck. I'm not even, if you want to hear it, you just go listen to her channel. She was talking about when the mountains in South Carolina were created. I like to listen to the different channels. All right. I'm sure that they're done, and I'm still marking. Well, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. She'll probably read another prompt. And I'll just catch up. I'll write the prompt down. Sometimes I can catch up with the prompts when they go on without me. Sometimes I can catch up when they go on. But if I'm not ready and they call another prompt, I'll just write it down. Yeah. Yeah, it gets hot down south. It gets hot here in Nebraska. All right. No, I'm not ready. Go without me. I'm not going to tell him that. She'll call another prompt without me. That's okay. Next prompt. I'll write it down here. 6. No! 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 Glitter. I'm going to write no. No, I rebel. No, I rebel. No. Cap, cap. I rebel. I T-bell. I rebel. She'll call an alternate. While she's hunting stuff up before she calls another, I can keep going here. I'll just keep going here until she calls another one. She's going to turn off her air conditioner. See, it's all those little things that needs to be done while I'm still working. And that's how I catch up. I just keep going. You just keep going. Of course, I'm not going to do the glitter prompt. Some gold on here would look nice, wouldn't it? I don't think she's calling another prompt. I don't hear her. If Mary rebels, you guys can join me. Becky, look at the other gals. They didn't want it either. Mary, you can just staple a bag of glitter to your project. Giovanna says. Just staple. But then I would have to staple glitter to every postcard. There's no way that I'm going to put glitter on a postcard. Just no way. Becky gifted me some beautiful glitter, but I'm not using it. These are going to be postcards. Aunt Beck just said she doesn't know how the post office is going to feel about it. They're asking for another prompt, Aunt Beck. Oh, we had a troll. We love you, Janet. We had a troll. Neri was sitting here drawing daisies, red daisies. This gets a lot. That's a lot of drawing the daisies. I'm only about halfway through. I'm not doing glitter on mine. No way, no how. You can kick me out of the prompt 11 challenge. I'm not doing glitter. I could do something shiny like gold metallic. Does that count? But I'm not even ready for that prompt yet. I'm still drawing my daisies with my my pretend crayon marker here. I'm using a pretend crayon marker with my Pen Plus Gear pen. And I'm drawing daisies. Yes, lots and lots of daisies. But when you think that these will be postcards, they'll turn out pretty nice. I might end up painting flowers on here, like I did my art journal cover, because man, you can do those pretty fast. But I don't want to cover up all my text either. So yeah, Aunt Beck just said we'll see. That's what Mary's saying. We'll see. We'll see what the next prompts are. I'm not doing glitter, Aunt Beck. I rebelled. They kept asking for another prompt, but I don't think Aunt Beck saw it. She was too busy. She saw my rebellion and didn't read anymore. I'm not looking at the chat anymore if you're going to rebel. Yes. See, Aunt Beck just said that she might have to turn them into cards because of the glitter. You could just be smart and rebel with me. Yeah, because I want to do postcards or cheaper to send. Oh, there we go. Becky said she's not a prompt police. We can substitute. Becky's was using the prompts as she got to it. Becky says she's melting her glitter. That must be one hot heat gun, Beck. I've never heard of melting your glitter. Is that dry? It is. So I like to, I don't know, I'm showing it. I like to work along with these prompts, these prompt games, these art challenges. You never know what you're going to do. And 99% of the time, by the time I get to the last prompt, I'm pretty happy with how my project has turned out. The first several prompts on most of my projects, I don't care for. Now this one, this prompt game, I liked right away. The watercolor, I wasn't so sure about, but I'm pretty happy with this one. And we're on prompt, we're ready for prompt 7. Oh, I got stickles. I've got stickles. I might use glitter. I'm not done with my crayon, my pretend crayon marker here yet. I might use stickles. I forgot that I had some of those I was cleaning out. Becky said stickles would go through. Woohoo! I might put some on there, but maybe I'll wait till I get them all cut. Just put a couple little dots or something in there. We'll see. We'll save that prompt for last, the glitter prompt for last. See, I'm about done with my pretend crayon marker. And I'll be ready for the next prompt when they are, because they're doing glitter. Glitter! The hated prompt. The person who suggested it probably isn't even playing. They just suggested it to watch us sweat here. Who suggested glitter anyway? I have to go back and listen. Holly's caught up. That's because she didn't use glitter. All right. She's going to pull another prompt here, and I'm almost ready here. I'll be ready in a minute. Oh, guess what? The next prompt is, lo and behold, Sharpies. And I've been using these Pen Plus Gear as Sharpies. I should get me some gold and silver. I've got this was about done for. That's a metallic, but You know, I do have some metallic. Let me reach in there and maybe I'll put some little, I like to draw little flowers. Maybe I will with that metallic. Maybe I will. Let's finish this poor flat daisy here in the bottom. All right. Daisies. Daisies. Let me reach over here, and I think I got some Pen Plus Gear metallic that might look pretty on here. And that'll go. They're permanent. Let me take my earbuds off and go over here. Oh my goodness, I need to clean in here. I pulled everything out from underneath of this desk. Oh dear me. Here they are. Here they are. And I'm cleaning out. I'm trying to grab a hold of old art projects and put them in my art journal and stuff like that. So let me open these. I've got a green and a silver and a kind of a purple and a gold. Let's pull this green out and see what it looks like. It might be more of a blue, but let's do some little star flowers here. I like to do these little flowers, and we can do them different ways. Just kind of fill them in here. I kind of like to just, now this will take me a while too, but maybe if I just, oh, her rooster alarm is crowing. Or is that her phone call? Her rooster is crowing. And Beck's rooster was crowing. I'm sorry. I wish you could hear what I hear in my if you could only hear what I hear. I'm lucky nose. Uh-oh. Hers has issues. I'm happy with mine so far. I'm going to go back in with some white on this toward the end. It was her alarm. It was her pet chicken. He was really crowing. It's 9:30. She set her alarm for 9:30. I like to draw these little flowers in between here. I'm using kind of a bluish, it's kind of a blue, but by the time it gets on this yellow paint, it kind of turns green, which is okay because leaves are green. And these are kind of like little flowers in here, little, I call them star flowers. She's talking about her dog barking at a dog in a live stream. We don't have a dog. We got trains that come through. I haven't heard a train lately either. I think I heard one this morning. Yeah, it'll take me a while to do this. They'll be all ready and I'll still be drawing my little flowers, but I kind of catch up. I skipped the glitter. I hope there's one that says white craft paint. Yeah, now see, that's something you can do. You can always go back when you're done with these prompts and add to it or, fix it somehow if you're not happy with it. Like Beck said, she's not the prompt police. And you want, in the end result, this is just to challenge you, to get you started, to have fun in the... Yeah, we got roosters in our community too. Only they crow all day. I don't hear them in the morning. I hear our roosters crowing all day long. How are these doing? Are you seeing them? I think after I get more prompts on here, they'll be fine. I'm just doing, I call these little star flowers. Just kind of sprinkled around. I can't wait to cut this one up. And then I've been using my label maker to make a quote. So this is June. So we got to find some sort of a June quote, like enjoy your summer, or I'll have to find a nice summer quote for June. Maybe I'll ask the gals in my live stream. They're good about coming up with ideas and things. What should I put on this card? June flowers. I'm going to have to put more on here, though. She's got lines on her paper, she says. She's not sure she likes it. I don't generally like mine till I get to about the 7th or 8th prompt. Then it starts going, oh, this is starting to look like something. Except I'm not sure I like these flowers. They look a little scattered. Oh, I never stay in the lines. In the lines, I couldn't do that in kindergarten. Can't do it now. I don't draw in the lines, I don't color in the lines. It's not possible. What line? What boundary? I think I might get done by the next prompt. I'm just about done with these. Ooh, she's calling her kitty. She's calling Tippy. Yep, I'll be done by the next prompt. I better read it, put some down here. I kind of like them in the end. All right, I'm ready. She says the bugs are bad where she is. They open the front door and they fly on you. Ooh, this one I put my hand in. It's okay. We're good. I'm good with this. Good night, Journey. She can't hear me. Oh, I kind of like it in the long run. Oh, I got to put some down in here. Good night, Journey. Sleep well. I kind of like this metallic marker. She's not doing anything. I'm not hearing anything. She's not buffering. All right. I'm good. Oh, that happens to me. I can be working on this and think, yuck. I can work on this and say, yuck. And when I look at it in the screen, I go, wow, it's not too bad. Uh-oh. Not too many prompts left. We better do good now. Well, I don't know. I think Mine just needs some white and yellow. I'm going to write ready. She's asking. Ready, 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 ready. Oh, she put keys on hers. Old books. Well, you know what I did this morning? You know what I did this morning? But I don't want to collage down. I don't want to collage. I'm not collaging on here. I don't want to glue stuff down because it comes up on me. So what is my alternative with old books? What could I do? Could I grab some words from the old books? Like, gotta find a good text. Kate laughed. What? I'm gonna find a good quote. This is a kind of a romance story. Let me put your bonnet on. She set the fine black bonnet Nancy Ellen had bought on Mrs. Bates' head at the proper angle and tied the long silk ribbon beneath her chin. Mrs. Bates sat something like resignation. Kate was pleased with her mother's appearance. Now that's the proper spirit, said Kate. Let me put your bonnet on. All right. So I think I'll use that quote. And I think what I'm going to do is write it. I'm going to write it in gold, maybe, so you can't see it very well. Or maybe this purple. Yeah, let's write it in this kind of a purple lavender. And the prompt is books. This is prompt 8. And the prompt is old books. But I am adamant that I am not going to collage on my postcards. I'm tired with collaging. So I'm going to scribble write text out of an old book. And this book, I tell you, it was copyrighted in 1918. So this is an old book. And I had so much fun this morning tearing the margins out and spraying it with ink sprays. So let's do, I'm going to scribble write this text, she says. And scribble write is where you're just writing in big, nobody can read what you're writing. So it's a bunch of scribble writing. But I'm looking at, let me put your bonnet on. So let me start in here. And I'm going to write on a diagonal. Let me put, and by the time this is all cut up, these words will make nothing. Make no sense. Why your bonnet on? Let me put your bonnet on. Let's see. She set the fine black bonnet. She set the fine, F-I-N-E, black bonnet. This is scribble writing. Black bonnet. It's like scribbling out your beautiful work. Bonnet. Nancy Ellen bought Mrs. Bates. Nancy Ellen's had bought. Nancy Ellen had, this is really writing, bought, B-O-U-G-H-T, on Mrs. Bates' head, on Mrs. M.R.S. Bates, B.A.T.E.S. Looks horrible. But after I get the white painted in these flowers, you won't even notice. Bates head, H-E-A-D, at the proper angle. At the proper P-E-R angle, A-N-G-L-E, and tied the long something silk ribbon. The long, we'll call it long silk ribbon. I got to pull this over. The long, and I don't know where it was, and pulled. I'll just start with and pulled. And I might have repeated. Pulled the long, L-O-N-G, silk ribbon beneath her chin. Silk ribbon beneath her chin. I need some more. Kate was pleased with her appearance. Kate, I'll just put Kate was pleased. Kate was pleased. There we go. Scribble writing. In a way, it's kind of pretty. Aunt Beck's in their zone. I kind of like working with these metallics. You know, I think I'm going to go back to my, maybe another metallic color here. Let's just play with metallics while we're waiting for the next prompt. Let's go back to maybe this gold and put some more flowers in here. Maybe I'll just do some little flowers. Little gold flowers in here. Wherever I can while I'm waiting. Just every now and then put a little gold flower. There we go. Maybe one in here. Little flower in here. One up in here. Now I'm back to doing my little. Yeah, I'm going to go back in with white on these daisies. This is all background. This is all background. I'm just waiting for Aunt Beck to give the next prompt. Notebook pages. I scribble wrote a quote. I scribble wrote a quote out of an old book. That was how I handled the old book prompt. You didn't say I had to collage it down. No more glitter, Aunt Beck says. No more glitter. All right. And you know what? Look at the back. Oh, it's not that clean. I was going to say, look how clean the back is, but it's really, oops. Sorry, I bumped the camera. All right, I'm ready. I'm going to quit. I've had enough. I've had enough of this drawing flowers. Aunt Beck said the word interesting was a word. That's a word. Interesting is a word. All right. I'm going to type ready. R-E-A-D-Y. Ready, 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 ready. Mary's ready. Nettie's ready. Let's go. We've got 8, 9, 10, and 11. We've got 3 prompts left. I'm going to flip the page here. I'll just continue writing maybe over here where there's no. Next prompt. Okay, we're ready. Scissors. Scissors. I'm going to save this. I am going to save it until the last and cut my postcards apart with a scissors-like trimmer. Oh, Janet's giving prompts and links and oh. I'm typing in here. I'm putting thumbs up for Janet and Becky. I'm not doing a scissors on here. There's no way I'm collaging on here. Wonder though, can you send a postcard with a wavy line edge? I'm going to type that in there. Let's type it in there. I'll speak it in there. I wonder if one can send a postcard with a wavy border. Let's see what they say. Let's see if anybody knows. Nobody's answering me so far. By the way, I talked into my phone and it typed it out in chat. Nobody's talking to me. Nobody's answering me. Oh, Janet said, oh, that's interesting, Mary. I'm not cutting anything out until I cut it apart. But I do wonder if you could cut a wavy. I'm going to ask at the post office. I am going to ask the next time I go to the post office if we could do something like that. I think that it would be fun. Now I type that into there. Aunt Beck is putting scissors on hers, but I could stamp scissors on, I guess. Do I have a scissor stamp? I'm sure I do someplace. I could make a scissor stamp real fast. I need a potato mark. I could probably carve a scissors really fast here. I don't have an eraser out. Oh, I do. I have flowers. I wonder if I could. Well, you know what? I might go back and I'm going to draw it on here. I might have to go back and find a pen that I can draw with. I might have to go back and carve it and stamp it on, but we could put scissors stamp on there. Let's see if I can find. I might as well show you. This is one of my boxes of pens and pencils and things I have on my desk that I don't have room for anymore. I'm looking for a decent pen that I can draw with. I could maybe do that Sharpie, but the gel pens work the best. Something like this. When you're drawing on an eraser. All right, let's draw on the back of this and see if I can draw any scissors real fast on here, because I do these pretty fast. Let's see, because all you need is kind of like some blades coming this way and this way. Well, that's not a good one. Let's see, it goes like this and this and crossing there, and kind of, you need the shank, and then you need a handle there and there. I could carve this out real fast. I don't know if I'm going to, but I probably have a nice scissor stamp someplace. I'm just going to sketch this out well. And generally when I do this, I generally put it on paper and sketch it out and then draw it out. And it never is the same. Let me sketch this little handle out here. Let's see what they're talking about in chat. Mary, if your wave depth is no less than 3.5 inches and no more than 6, kind of, what can they say? I don't know, Susan. They could charge me more. You have that cool handmade scissor stamp, Mary. You should use that. Oh. But where is it? My cool handmade stamp. She reminded me that I have a handmade scissor stamp. Cheryl is quiet back in her corner. Beth posted something above. Let's see. I'm reading chat. I looked at Mary's scissor stamp every day. It's on my wall in my front art desk. I'm going to tell him. I will have to dig it out and put it with the rest of my stamps. All right. I don't know. I was going to carve another scissor stamp, but Kathy reminded me that I already have a scissor stamp. So we'll just put that aside. I'm going to rebel. Glitter and scissors. What do you mean? What kind of prompts are these? Who gave us scissors? Probably because they used scissors when they first started. An old book. I used text. See, I want it to be very flat. I want these postcards to be very flat. I may use some stickles on them. I'm thinking that I'm going to paint my daisies white. And all this scribble stamp stuff in the background, that'll just all fall into the background. It'll look like vines. It's here somewhere. Beck asked me if I lost my stamp. My stamp is here somewhere. Oh, the next prompt is glue. Glue. This is not a good, these 11. A ruler. Well, the ruler's better than glue. 10th prompt was glue. Me too. I'm going to do, okay, the 12th prompt. 12 is a wild card. 12 is a wild card, so I'm going to paint white daisies on mine. I've been waiting to paint white daisies all night. This just needs white daisies on it. It just needs white daisies. I hope I threw that wax paper away. Here it is. Yeah. These prompts would have been good for a journal page or something. These prompts are not good for postcards. Yeah. She's talking about glitter being everywhere. Let's see. I dropped a lot of my paint brushes when when my cart separated from my desk, and it fell down the between. So I need me a nice craft paintbrush, maybe like this or like this. Oh, don't set it in there. I think I'll do that one. And those were my crafty brushes. So she's cutting hers already. I'm going to paint daisies. I need daisies. I need daisies. She's adding a quote to each postcard. I'll have to get some good quotes for a June postcard. I would ask in the chat here, but I can't follow them and do this. So if you listen to this before tomorrow morning, and if you come into my chat tomorrow morning, I'm going to be looking for June quotes that I can put on my postcard. Aunt Beck's talking to her kitty in my ear. Sometimes when I'm doing this and working along, and there's so much noise in the background, and I'm trying to talk to you, and there's just so much noise, it just sounds like I keep saying it sounds like a Chinese conversation in my head. Now see, even up in here, see how that writing is falling into the background? Up in there, up in here. Well, you can't see it. You'll see it when I get down there more. Now, I might put something else on here besides maybe the bees. I might paint bees on here yet tonight. Or butterflies. Oh, that butterfly that flew in. My little wounded butterfly. He belongs on here because he's such a story on my page now. He flew into Phippsville, they're telling me. If you haven't watched my video, was it last Sunday? Yeah, it was last Sunday, which was just a couple days ago, really. I have a video. I was sitting out in the front porch, and I know this butterfly was wounded. I could tell it. I could see it, and he struggled to get to the hosta plant, and then he just sat there. His wing was broken. I know it was. And I did a live stream, but I did it with my data on my phone. And, of course, a live stream is not that great because I was outside. And, but anyway, I had to mow. So I watched him, and I wrote my little story on my video and live streamed it. But it was only about 5 minutes because I didn't realize Tanya was on. And I thought I had... Well, truthfully, I didn't even think about it because I was going to mow. I had to mow, but anyway, I watched it for a while and I couldn't watch it anymore. I had to go mow, and so I went to mow, and I mowed right by those hosta plants, and I glanced down, and he was still there. My little butterfly was still there when I was mowing, and then when I went by it, the plants, but after I got done, I come back and he was gone. And, I wondered what happened to him. And I was feeling sad until one of the gals said he flew into Phibbsville. Now, if you're listening to this and you aren't following my live streams and you're wondering what Phibbsville is, that's kind of a fictional town in a story that I'm telling in my Friday night live streams. So, yeah. My butterfly is going to get on here. I'm going to paint him on here. So that's going to be this and my wild card. I might put a little glitter in the butterfly wings. I have some stickles. We'll see what happens. I don't know if stickles will go on the postcard or not. I'm really weary about putting glitter on postcards, and Beck was kind of doubting it too, so I may not do that. I need to do the center of those daisies. I'll come back and do that. Right now I'm just painting them in. Got to pull my sleeve up. See how the white brings them out? I'll put a butterfly right in there. And I don't think I'll put the butterfly on it until after I cut them. That just makes sense. Else I'll be cutting his wing off. We don't want to wound him anymore. So, yeah, I'll probably cut them. And and you know what? I think what I'll do, since I'm painting these tonight, this will be dry enough. What time is it? It is, let me check the time here. It's 9:06 here. I'll be streaming tomorrow, so I need to get to bed, but I could probably get these done enough to cut these tonight and draw my butterflies on tomorrow. I think so. If I hurry here. And I might do some stenciling here. I feel like I need something more between these. We'll play with this a little bit. I'll see what kind of stencil I have out here. I don't want a lot. I'm thinking like dots, gold dots. Gold dots I think would be perfect. Or bronze dots. Mary, you're not going to use gold? Well, I got yellow all over this page. I think bronze dots will look better. And so we might do that. Or they might just soak in. I don't know. I might have to go to like a blue dot or something. We'll see. Or white dots. The bronze might just not show very well, but it might show enough. We'll try it. See, I'm going to have some flowers coming out here on the edge over here. And you know, it's surprising how these brush strokes really do make the petals, don't they? It looks like you're in a field of daisies. It looks like you're in a field of daisies. And I probably should take a picture of this with my phone before I cut it up tonight. So I'll work on this for a little while. If I don't get to a good stopping point, I will not cut it up tonight. I'll cut it up tomorrow morning. I'm having so much fun in my live streams. I should probably tell them that I am off working on finishing up my piece. We'll show it tomorrow morning. That's what I'll say. Oh, I probably got paint all over my shirt. I got it all over my hands. I'm going to talk into my microphone here. I am in my little corner working on my postcards. Period. I will show them in my stream tomorrow morning. probably typing it. Thank you, Becky. Thank you, Becky. I'm typing now for the fun art challenge. Dash dash. I enjoyed it. IENJOYED. It. And then I'm just going to say good night. Good night, everyone. And then I'll put the little hand waving. And then I wait to see who answers me. And what are you doing next to them, Becky? They're talking to Becky in chat. I don't have my earbuds on, so let's see what they say. Becky's already cutting hers, but I've got, this will make me 18 postcards. A sheet this size, 18 by 24, will make me, the way I cut them. Probably somebody smart can get a few more out of it. She's getting tired too. She's going to stencil on hers. She's tired. We're all kind of tired. All right, I'm going to sign off here so I can finish my daisies with you. I enjoy Aunt Beck's streams. I enjoy doing these. Whoever's doing, I'm going to put my phone way out of the way. Because if I don't do that, my earbuds get tangled up. My phone slides off my desk onto the floor. You know, all those disastrous things. So let's just kind of turn it off. I don't think I need it anymore. I might buffer for you a little, but we'll see. If I do, just hold tight. I'll be back. I think by the time my video processes, though, that buffering, it jumps to the next, unless it completely kills us, but we'll just finish our daisies. Yeah, I think I will paint the butterflies on there, my little butterfly on there after. And I think I'll put something like, something to the effect that even though you broke your wing, keep flying, it'll heal. Or no, I don't know. I don't want to do that. Well, I want to keep it positive. I mean, that's a good quote, good thought, but no, we're sending these out. I want something like something happy, a happy June quote. So I might have to get some ideas from the gals tomorrow. I'm kind of brain dead. I've had a long day too. I've been up. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning. I streamed this morning at 4:30, and I'm going to stream again tomorrow morning at 4:30. I do like how this is turning out. I love these white daisies. But I do think I'm going to put either some bronze or bronze and gold dots in between here. I think that will make it, that would just add to it. I think so. I'm getting out to the end of my white paint here. Let's add some more. You know, I don't have all my bee postcards done yet. Almost, though. I have to stencil some roses on them and stamp them, and I'll do that tomorrow morning too. And I want to work on a translucent art journal page tomorrow. Well, it's not going to be a page. It's going to be more of a embellishment in my art journal. I got a couple ideas of things I want to do. Translucent or transparent translucent. And it's very interesting that I have a playlist out there I called it translucent or transparent books on my playlist. And as I was researching it, there's a lot of art out there that's called clear or transparent art or clear art or translucent art. And there's a definition out there. The difference between translucent and transparent is that transparent is clear. You can see completely through it. Translucent is semi-clear. It's kind of opaque. So if you think of wax paper is translucent, something like glass, a clear glass window, not a colored glass, is transparent. I never really gave it much thought before. Just a little art lesson. But I'm having fun. And I'm trying right now just to use things in my stash. But I will be going shopping. I want to get some things for it that I'm thinking I want to buy. Not expensive stuff. But I'm using things like packaging tape and book report covers, clamshell packaging, that type of thing. It's what I'm using right now. I've actually done 3 pages, and I called them Trap It, TRAPIT pages, because I trapped things in them. My first one, I just did a full-sized 8.5 by 11 page, and I trapped odds and ends, and I trapped them by taping them down there with onto the report cover with duct tape, clear duct tape. It really was fun to do. It really turned out pretty nice, I think. And not my idea. I got the idea from Kat Kerr, which is in her videos in my playlist. It's called. I probably won't be putting the link in this video because I'm going to put Aunt Beck's link in here. But the name of the playlist is in my playlist is Transparent Books if you're curious. I'm happy with this. Pretty happy with my daisy field of daisies here. Now I think what I want to do, and I'll have to get my stencils out, but they should be close by. I'm going to throw that wax paper away. I think what I want to do is stencil some gold and bronze dots on here. And I'm going to have to reach for my art journal because I think my stencils are in the back of my art journal. I hope that's where I put them. I'm trying to keep things where I can find them. But then I move them around and you know how that goes. Yeah, they're not here. What did I do with them? Well, I had them out. Today. Was I using them today? Well, is that I've been cleaning this pile of papers behind me and books and stuff. And I have a pile that I've been cleaning through. Let me look for them. I hate to do this while I'm streaming. You can enjoy my page while I find a stencil here. What did I do with it? It can't have gone far. Oh, here's something else I want to do tomorrow. I just have so many things I want to get done. Well, you know, I could use bubble wrap. What's an alternative? Is my bubble wraps. I hate it when I can't find things. I'm not happy with myself when I can't find things. I have some kind of squarish things. We'll use those. Kind of a squarish. I've got some little dots. I don't know if those will show up. This is a Tim Holtz. He uses ink. I don't know if the paint will work on these. I think the dot squares will work better. I've got a couple alternatives here. I don't think that the paint that I was thinking about using will work too good in there. It's too small. I think it'll all smear. So I think I'm going to use these little squares. I think I will. I think that might just be fun. And I'll just put kind of different places in here. This is good, but this is more for like ink. I don't think my paints will go through there too well. I think it'll all smear on me. I don't know, but I don't want to risk it tonight. So what I want is bronze. And I do have bronze. No, that's chocolate. Here we go. Here's some bronze. And do I want to try the gold? I have to reach for it. I have to reach for it. Here's the gold. And I don't know. I'm not sure either one of them will show up that well. Make sure I'm still streaming here. It looks like I am. So I'll probably have to get me some more wax paper out before tomorrow because I'm running low on that. I've got another box of it, but I just mean I'm running low on. I don't like to keep it around after I use it because I put my hands in it. And I put my shirt in it. All right. We're going to try a little of each. Notice how easy that opened for me. Woohoo! We'll just get a little out with my palette knife of this. And this is wax paper. We're just going to swoosh it down here. Yeah. And I don't think that'll show up too good on my yellow. My bronze might not either. But you know, it might just be enough of a shine in the background to do what we need done. And I got to get the lid back on this. There. All righty. Let's put that away. Let's get out the bronze. I keep pulling this shirt back up. I have my shirt in the paint. Probably already have done it. Alrighty. So we're going to, yeah, see, that's a pretty goldish bronze. I'm not sure either of those will do what I want. So let's get, this is a sponge that I used. I used that tonight. So we're going to try it right here in the center, right in here. We'll try it with the gold first. And they say less is more when you stencil, but I've got to see it happening. And then I'm going to try it over here with the bronze. Try it right in here with the bronze, maybe in here. Well, I'm going to use the same. I might have to go to a darker color, more of a brown color, Because, see, I'm not seeing either one on here. I'm not liking either one. I can hardly see them. And if I can't, you probably can't. So that means I've got that paint here. So what am I going to do with that? Should I just swish it on should I just swish it on here at various places? Maybe my centers here. Some bronze and gold flower centers. Of course, why not? That's not quite what I wanted. My notepad fell in. I got to get another paper towel out. Or is mine over here? I must have knocked it over the top of the desk. I got to wipe this brush off. It's yucky. All right, we're just going to smear this paint in the center of my flowers because I got it. I was wondering what to do with them anyway. So I guess my little squares are going to be like a chocolate brown, or I don't want to make them white or yellow. I think I'll make them a brown or a blue maybe, but I'm not sure about that either. See, I'm here talking to myself. Those red lines on my daisies are my pretend Crayola markers. Prompt. Oh, I kind of like this metallic for the centers. That was kind of a good idea in the long run. That's kind of fun to do. That kind of makes the flowers pop a little. You may not see the shine on them, but I do. Woo! Daisies. Daisy, daisy. You drive me crazy with your beautiful ways, with your wild and free ways. You blow in the wind, you blow in the breeze. Your beauty exceeds the tallest trees. What am I? See, I'm making up this poem while I'm going because I have to have words that rhyme. Breeze and trees rhyme. Daisies, daisies, you drive me crazy with your wild and winsome ways. You blow in the breeze. Something about your smell. Your smell, it doth please. Daisy, daisies, your wild and beautiful ways. Did I miss any? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just making sure, kind of going through each one and making sure I have a center painted for it. Trying to use up what I have on my... I think I do. Did I miss any? I'm good about missing them. Let's put a little bronze in that one. I think I got them all. All right. Well, now I need to dry. So let's get my heat gun in. My heat gun always gets tangled up in my phone cord, but I moved my phone. So since we painted these metallic centers, that'll be the substitute for our gold. Is our glitter. Substitute for our glitter is this metallic bronze and gold center flowers here. And I'm kind of smashing them down so that they'll dry fast. Sometimes they get blocked up in there. Daisy, daisies, you drive me crazy with your wild and beautiful ways. You sway in the wind, your stem doth bend. Now I lost the track of what my other verse was. Cheryl's good about making up rhymes. She'll probably come up with a good one tomorrow or the next day. Oh, I'm loving these. Now, I know I owe everybody a postcard. I haven't sent anybody a postcard yet. I'm still making them. And Bex needs to make more. I'm still making these bee ones from 3 weeks ago. I'm still making the bee postcards from 3 weeks ago. I still don't have them done. I'm going to put my little butterfly on this one now. I think it's about ready to, I think I'm about ready to draw my little butterfly on it. My little black and gold butterfly. There will be the gold. That gold was a light gold. I'm going to have to make it a light yellow. A really light yellow, like what I made. You can hardly see the center of those daisies. When I first did that prompt, each one of those daisies were on a gold stencil cutout thing. You can't see it now because I put so much on it. Oh, my hands are blue. My hands are blue from all these flowers. Okay, so I'm going to, no, next I want to do this. I'll probably have to do the, I will probably have to do the, I crumbled this up now too. I'll have to get out some more. I think I have to do the stencil here. I want to put some squares in there. I could do them with blue metallic, but I don't think so. I could do them with black, but I don't think so because I'm going to do the, I could do it with green. Do you know what I'm leaning toward? I don't use this very much. Coffee Cafe. Let's see how this looks. This is a light brown. I thought I had a darker brown. I do. I have a nutmeg. Maybe a nutmeg will look better if it isn't all gunky. I have no idea. It doesn't feel gunky. It feels pretty juicy. I wonder if I added water to that. Well, it's not coming out. Well, it's starting to come. Well, it might be the right color. It's a nutmeg color. It's gunked up in there. Let's try it. See, I'm just talking to myself here because I'm alone. Boy, that's pretty. That's pretty light. Let's try it. Let's flip this over where I can see what I'm doing. Let's try it right in here. Oh, yeah, that's where I'm going with it. That's what I want. Yep. And we'll just continue with it in various spots here. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it's not. Let's see if I can't match that back up again. Now I can tell this paint is older paint because it stinks. It stinks. This acrylic craft paint, when it gets older, it stinks. I hate to tell you, it stinks. It's not moldy. It just has a chalky smell to it. But it's still good. The color's still good. It's just that the paint has a little bit of an odor to it. The postcard shouldn't stink. I don't think. Maybe I should perfume them before I send them. Ooh, that might be a little much. But by the time I get these cut, and then I'll be putting those butterflies on there, so I don't know. It might just be enough. I'm happy with it. Just putting some little squares in there just to kind of fill in the spaces. Multimedia. Now, Becky was going for things that you would use if you were just starting out. And that's why we had prompts like an old book, watercolor, a marker. If you were just starting out crafting, those are things that you would use. Collage. I didn't want glitter. I didn't want to collage anything down on these because I know maybe it's just my collage skills, but I just don't want to risk things falling open, falling off. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what's going on there. Right, where is that here? Where is it that it's so dark? Right in there. I might have to paint a butterfly there and put him yellow wings and bring these dark areas like that out again. Let's do this side. And then I think I'll quit on this tonight. I'll probably take a picture of it. After I sign off, I'll take a picture of it so I'll have a record of where it is before I cut it up. I don't know. I feel like now I need some white squares on it, though. I'm feeling like those dark squares are maybe too much. We'll see. We will see. I feel like I need to keep playing. Or maybe some yellow squares. Yeah, maybe some yellow squares. Some of those pretty yellow squares might work. We'll let the white just be with the flowers. But let's finish the brown ones. I'm talking. What time is it? It is 9:30. So I started filming when Beck started her art challenge. I think it was around 8 o'clock my time. So I really haven't been going that long. Well, I've been going, been going 2 hours. So it was 9:30. It was 7:30, not 8 o'clock. 2 hours to do this type of project is not long. I mean, you could go for days. Of course, you would be changing things a lot, but sometimes it takes me days to finish them. Let's put a little in here. But I don't think so on this one. I think that what I'm going to do is I think I want to add a little yellow in here with these squares. And after I get my browns in there. And then I'm going to let it dry. And then tomorrow morning, I'll paint my butterflies on and cut it into pieces. And I got maybe one in there. One in there. I missed these. I'll cut it into pieces and draw my butterflies on there. I don't know if I'll get it stamped, but I can spray on the back. Might spray it a light blue on the back. But yeah, now this needs some yellow. So let's get that yellow back out. Let's put the brown away and get the yellow out. I don't buy a lot of 8-ounce paint, and what I have is getting old on me. Because I usually use these paints. Well, when I buy the white and the black, I get it from my fine line paint applicators when I was doing a lot of fine line paint applicating. Using my fine liner a lot. But I haven't been doing that a lot lately. And let's try it in here. Oh, yeah. So this will kind of bring it out a little. So my paint's getting old. Oops. We need more. We need a... I don't know if I can fix that or not. Let's see if I can. We need a brighter yellow there. Yeah. Oops. Looks like I got some paper in here from another project. Gunky stuff in here. It's not from this project because I didn't collage anything down. But sometimes when I collage stuff down, like tissue paper, see in here, and it sticks to my stencil, or I put it on a piece of wax paper to dry or something, that's really kind of okay because it just distresses the stencil. And when you do a lot of distress work, but if you wanted this a perfect stencil. But in short, the short story of it is, because Mary's filling in the blanks with all her chatter, is Mary needs to clean her stencils. That's the short story of it. Let's put some in here. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot. This is just adding to it. This is what it needed. And especially down in there, it needed it. I don't know if I can get it back down in here like maybe I can. Add some brighter yellow to it, yeah. And notice I'm putting that paint on pretty thick because this is a thin paint. I'm liking this pretty good. I'm liking it. And when it says, oh, to me, then it's working for me. When it says, when I can go, ooh. When I get those butterflies on it, that will, my little wounded butterfly. Well, I need a lot more there. I'm going to have to get some more yellow paint out. There. Yep. Some in here. Right in there. Yeah. Now I'm going crazy with it. But I'm happy with it. Let's put some more yellow on my... I'll probably have to just let this dry tonight. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. We want to go in here again. Up in here. This is doing what I want. This puts the darker colors in the background, the blues and the browns, and these whites and yellows are popping it out, but the yellow is not as brilliant as the white, and the flowers are really the focal point until I get my butterfly on there. My butterfly will have my butterfly will be black and yellow. And I'll probably have to make it a deeper yellow. I'm not sure because I got a marigold yellow on the bottom, so I'm not sure what kind of a yellow I'm going to put on him. He was, in real life, he was almost white. He was almost black and white, but he was a very, very light champagne gold is what he was. And I'm not sure that I can, that will work on him, so I might have to make him a different color, black and a different color. I would like to not, though. Ooh, I'm liking this. It takes a little extra work. You just got to keep with it when you do these. Go by the, fly by the seat of your pants. Oops. Well, we'll leave it. Got to do this over here on edge. Yeah. Yep. Maybe a little more up in here. Yeah. Ooh, that was a little much more, but maybe we'll put a butterfly there. Now I could actually collage my butterflies on, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to paint and draw them on. go through the mail so much easier. Yeah. One more here, right in there. Now let's look at what I have here. Let's kind of look it over. Sometimes when I look in my own computer screen, I can see where it needs it. And this brown right in here, right there. See how brown that is in there? Here and up in there. Let's go back in. See if I can match up my squares here. Right in there. And it really needs a heavy paint on it to cover up that brown. That's a little better. Now let's move this one this way and see if I can't do the same thing. We don't want any heavy dark area. Well, we got dark, but now my yellow is kind of muting it out. We don't want a whole lot of heavy dark areas. I got a dark area in there. I mean, there's going to be some, but it's going to be pushed in the background, right in here. And I'm running out of yellow paint. I thought I had too much. Let's put some more in here. I think I'm going to quit. I think I'm at a good stopping point. I do think I'm at a good stopping point. My stencil is dirty. It needs to be washed. I'm not going to put it on the trash can. That's how I lose them. So let's throw this away. I don't think there's anything in my trash can that I care about, except for my package of sponges. Things fall off of my desk and into the trash can. I have to check it before I toss it. All right. So it's late. Not that late, but I've been going for 2 hours and about 4 minutes on here, and it is almost 10 o'clock. It's 9:47 my time. So I think I will finish this in the morning, and I'm going to finish it by, well, actually, what I do is I'm going to draw, it will all be dry tomorrow morning, and I'm going to paint on my butterflies. Ugh. But I think I'm going to draw out, and I'll probably draw on the front of the postcard, because I'll have to know, I mean, on the front of the painting, I'll have to know where my postcards are. And it won't hurt if I draw with black, because I'm going to edge it in black anyway, or dark blue. So a blue-black color will not hurt it. Look, you can see my lines in there from my scribble writing. I kind of like it. I like it in the long run. I wasn't sure. It's those white daisies that did it for me. It's the white daisies that popped it out. So I still kind of need a quote. The focal point will be the butterflies. Maybe if I look up a butterfly quote. It has to be short because I'm going to be doing it with my labels. Those I will be putting, well, they're adhesive labels, but I always glue them down. So I'll have some sort of a quote on there. Maybe I'll just put, have a good day on it. Have a nice summer day. Have a summer day. Or, you know, maybe you guys can help me in the morning think of a good June quote. I'll have 18 postcards, plus I'll have 18 B postcards. So that'll be 36 postcards. Plus I got another sheet that is not finished from Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozen, or her prompt games. I love them. I have so much fun, it turns out, in the end. So rather than keep talking here, I'm going to say thank you for watching. If you have some time in your life, do some art. And I will see you on the next page.